Merhaba arkadaşlar. Hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün Birleşik Krallık'ta ilk 20, Dünyada ise ilk 100'deki University of Birmingham'da eğitimi benden dinliyor olacağız. Lütfen sorularınızı questions kısmından sormayı unutmayın. Yes, Wen, the stage is yours now.
Thank you, Zineb. Merhaba, my name is Wen Hao. I'm from the University of Birmingham in the United Kingdom. Welcome to joining the webinar today. And I would like to take the chance today to share you information about the University of Birmingham and the city of Birmingham and how to apply for the University of Birmingham in the UK. I myself was an international student, many years ago, so I completely understand it can be a very difficult decision about choosing a university, and also it's about choosing a city that you'd like to stay there and live there for 1 year or 3 years or more. And that would be a very critical decision in your life that you have to take into many factors into consideration. So here I listed a few factors that you are considering perhaps at the moment. Which country I'd like to choose to study, whether it's a city campus, whether it's a large university or it's a specialized one, how about the ranking, how about the reputation, how about the employability of the graduates. There are so many things that you need to consider. And I would try to answer some of the questions that you may care the most in today's webinar. So in today's session, I would like to give you a brief introduction of the University of Birmingham and about the courses we offer at the University of Birmingham, and also more broadly, what's the living experience on campus in our accommodation and also in the city of Birmingham. Okay, let's start from the University of Birmingham. What you can see on the screen now is a drawn view of our campus located in Birmingham. And at the very center of the screen, it's called Old Joe. It is the highest freestanding clock tower in the world, which is located right at the center of our university campus. So our students always joke that when you get into the University of Birmingham, you don't need to worry about getting lost because you see where the clock tower is, that's where the campus is. The University of Birmingham was founded back in the 1900s, and actually many of our schools and departments were actually founded or started even before that. But as a university in general, we officially founded back in the 1900s. And the University of Birmingham was the ever first red brick university in England, which means students from all different backgrounds could be accepted to the university study on an equal basis. And also, you may have heard the name of Russell Group, which is parallel to the concept of Ivy League in the American universities. So Russell Group University represents 24 leading research universities in the UK, and the University of Birmingham is the founding member of the Russell Group. In the past over 100 years history, there have been 11 of our professors and alumni who have won the Nobel Prizes, including 4 in medicine, 3 in chemistry, 2 in physics, and even 2 in peace prizes. So when we talk about which subjects is particularly strong at the University of Birmingham, it's not just 1 or 2. We are really strong and proud to offer the best level of university education across all different subjects. And that is also proven by the Nobel Prize winners. And in terms of the employability, which I know would be another key factor that you would like to consider when you choose the universities, in the most recently released Graduate Market High Flyers Report 2021, we then surveyed to the top employers, or we see the leading companies in the UK, and asked them which university or the graduates of which university that you're most willing or welcome to recruit or to employ to your company. And the University of Birmingham has been ranked the first among all UK universities, as our graduates are the most targeted by the top employers in the UK. And part of the reason is because we are proudly to be consistently ranked within the top 100 universities globally, and in most of the league tables, top 15 among all UK universities as well. So that represents the leading and excellent level of education that you can get at the University of Birmingham. In terms of the size of the university, it is not a small one. It is actually the fourth largest university in the UK in terms of the student population. We got over 36,000 students, including over 10,000 international students from all over the world, over 150 countries. So we do have Turkish students joining the University of Birmingham community every year, and you don't need to get worried about being lonely or not having friends from your home country, because we do have a very large international student at Birmingham. And if you are particularly interested in studying business subjects or medical related subjects, we're very proud to let you know that the Birmingham Business School is the oldest one among all UK universities. And also our medical school was also the oldest among all UK universities. We were the first university to incorporate a medical school. So that is the some general information about the University of Birmingham. We are a world-leading university located in the United Kingdom with 11 Nobel Prize winners. So here is another photo of our campus, or actually just part of our campus. So you can see from the picture that we got our teaching buildings and all this like kind of teaching areas of the campus on the one side, and also have the large land for as sport pitches, and also with our sports centre, which is not captured here, but I'll introduce with more details later. So it's a beautiful, quiet campus with a balance of studying and also enjoying yourself. Okay, here are some league table performance in the most recent league table rankings. As you can see from the screen, we have been ranked top 100 in most of the men league tables in the world, including CUNAS, CWUR, Times, and Complete University Guide, and also very proud to say over 20 subjects within the university that have been ranked top 10 in the UK. And here are our Birmingham heroes. That's how we call them, our Nobel Prize winners within the past over 100 years history. And just bear in mind that when we talk about the University of Birmingham got Nobel Prize winners, we're not only talking about the history, like, yeah, they got some, like 50 years ago, but never really got new winners, and they're not progressing. No, that's not the case for Birmingham. As you can see on the screen, back in 2016, only 5 years ago, both the Physics Prize winners and the Chemistry Prize winners were the University of Birmingham alumni and professors. So we are very, very proud to say that our academics at Birmingham have been devoted to working and resolving the challenges that the human being or we are facing in general in the world. So that's all about the University of Birmingham and how proud we are in terms of offering the best level of education, and how about what we offer at the University of Birmingham, what you can study here. So here on the screen, you can see the 5 colleges within the University of Birmingham, ranging from arts and the law, engineering and physical sciences, life and environmental sciences, medical dental sciences, and the social sciences college. And within each college, we got different schools, institutes, and departments for different subjects. So some of our very popular subjects for our Turkish students include, of course, the oldest business school sitting within our College of Social Sciences, and our Engineering and Physical Sciences College, which offer chemical engineering, chemistry, mathematics, physics, and all different streams of engineering within the college. And of course, if you're interested in medicine, biosciences, sports science, or law and English, teach English, theology, you name it. So for all these different subjects and schools and departments, we offer education from the foundation level, undergraduate level, up to postgraduate and PhD level of study. And as I mentioned, we're very proud to say there's a quite large number of subjects within the university that are ranking the top 10 within UK universities. And here I only listed a few examples that you may find interested. For example, the accounting and finance, which is based in our Birmingham Business School. And also we got the mathematics, the materials science, the mineral engineering within our Engineering and Physical Sciences College, and also specifically for education or art history and social work, these art and social sciences programs. We are all very proud to sit within the top 10 among all UK universities. So if you are currently studying in Turkey, either at the high school level or undergraduate level or postgraduate level, but you would like to explore the opportunity to study at the University of Birmingham, then here are our entry requirements for our Turkish applicants. So if you are currently studying on your at your high school, working towards your high school diploma, if you can achieve 70% overall out of 100, of course, at your grade 12, then that would be our GPA requirement to get into our foundation year, which would prepare you for your undergraduate level of study. And if you have achieved your high school diploma, and it depends on the A-level requirements of each program. Here I provided a chart of the mapping table of what we ask from your high school diploma as the equivalent to the relevant A-level requirements. For example, if you are applying for an undergraduate program at Birmingham, which requires AAB at A levels, it refers to 80%, 80 out of 100 from your grade 12 of your high school diploma. We specifically don't look at your CGPA, but only focus on your grade 12 results, because we understand you might not perform the best during your grade 10 and the grade 11, but grade 12, I believe you will, of course, work hard and achieve your best potentials. So that's the only result that we would look at as the equivalent to A-level grades. But I have to mention here, for undergraduate direct entry, we only accept the high school diploma from certain schools. So if you're not sure whether your school is on our recognized list, please do not hesitate to contact me directly and I can double check for you. And of course, if you are working on any international curriculum, including IEB, A-levels, and all the American system AP and SAT tests, we can definitely also consider all these different international curriculums as well. And if you are currently studying at your undergraduate level in Turkey and would like to pursue your postgraduate study at the University of Birmingham, we generally require your GPA of 3 out of 4 as the equivalent to a 2-1 degree of a UK university degree. For a very small number of programs at Birmingham, we can accept students with a 2-2 degree, but that's a very small number, and you can check the requirements on the relevant course page. But for the majority of the courses, we ask for GPA 3 out of 4. And apart from the academic requirement, of course, we would also require you to meet the English requirements for each program that you're applying for. For your foundation level of study, we would require IELTS 5.5 with 5.5 in each band. If you can achieve 5.5 in all skills, you will be eligible for a 4-year CAS, or we say a 4-year visa sponsorship, that you can get into the university, spend 4 years here, which consists of 1 year in foundation and 3 years in undergraduate, and then to achieve your undergraduate degree. And if you get out 5.5 and 5.0 in each band, then you can still get into our foundation program, but just for a 1 year visa. But then, of course, after you successfully complete your foundation year, and you can progress to your undergraduate level of years, and you will, of course, get your new visa for your undergraduate study. But just bear in mind that if, of course, you are pursuing your foundation level of study in some very special subjects, including law, literature, physiotherapy, and medicine, you need to achieve a bit higher IELTS requirements. For undergraduate and postgraduate programs, we have different groups of subjects with slightly different English requirements. So for undergraduate level, if you're applying for engineering or science programs, usually they are the band A, and we require IELTS 6 overall and no less than 5.5 in any band. And for the majority of our business and other social sciences programs, we ask for 6.5 overall and no less than 6 in any band. If you are going to be a law student, then you need to aim to achieve IELTS 7.0 overall, no less than 6.5 in any band. Of course, for medicine, that will be 7 and no less than 7 in any band as well. So when you check the program that you'd like to apply for on our website, you can please do make sure you check which band the program is at, which will give you the details of the IELTS requirement for the program. It's the similar structure for our postgraduate programs. So for most of our engineering and science related programs, it's a 6.0 as the requirement, social sciences 6.5, and for law and medicine related programs, we ask for 7.0. And here I only listed, of course, our requirement in terms of IELTS, but actually apart from IELTS, we do accept other English qualifications, including TOEFL and including Pearson, PTE, English test. And also because of course, given the pandemic and these challenging times, we understand sometimes you may not really have access to the IELTS or TOEFL or Pearson tests. So we do also accept the online IELTS and online TOEFL tests. The IELTS indicator and the TOEFL at home tests are also acceptable for this September 2021 intake. Another frequently asked question that we receive is that expensive to study at Birmingham? How much is your tuition fees? So here is the chart with our different bands of tuition fees based on the level of study that you are at. So as you can tell, if you are studying in we see non-lab involved programs, for example, English, or we say like social sciences, things like that, usually these are the band 1 programs. And for both undergraduate and postgraduate level of Band 1 courses, the tuition fee is around £19,000 to about £21,000 per year. That is for our Band 1 programs. For Band 2 programs, the intermediate ones, and the tuition fee is ranging also from 19k pounds to about 24k pounds. That's the Band 2. For Band 3 are the ones with intensive lab work and lots of equipment required. And for this band, the range of tuition fee is about 23k up to 26k pounds per year. And here something looks a bit frightening is Band 4, which is £42,000, but that is only applied to our medicine undergraduate program. And so for the medicine program, it is a 5-year program with the first 2 years more based in the classroom that you will, of course, studying the basics. And from year 3 onwards, so year 3, year 4, and year 5, you will spend more time in the hospital with the clinical experience. And for these 3 years, the tuition fee falls into Band 4, which is £42,000 per year. And for our foundation programs, the tuition fee is also about £19,000 for the foundation year. So that is our tuition fees at the University of Birmingham based on different subjects and different programs that you're applying for. And apart from tuition fees, of course, you also need to plan for your cost of living. And in terms of the living cost, actually, Birmingham is a quite affordable city within the UK compared with some other student cities like London or Edinburgh or Manchester or even Nottingham. So here on the chart that you can see is our estimated living costs, including your rent or accommodation, your groceries, food, laundry, and everything. So that's of course, the estimate of an average lifestyle, but you can see the annual total cost of living is ranging around 9 up to 10,000 per year. But of course, that depends on what kind of lifestyle that you're having. So another question is always about scholarships. Do you offer any scholarships at the University of Birmingham? Well, the answer is yes. We do offer scholarships for undergraduate, postgraduate, or even PhD level of study, but also scholarships are competitive. So for most of our scholarships, you need to apply for it, and we will select the winner of the scholarship, usually based on the academic excellence. So as you can see from the chart, these are the scholarships are listed that we offer at the University of Birmingham for this September 2021 intake. A big caveat here is we do review our scholarship offerings on an annual basis. So here are the information for this 2021 intake. But if you're aiming for 2022 or the future intakes, please do check the official website for the most up-to-date information. So basically, for our undergraduate applicants, we offer a Turkey Outstanding Achievement Scholarship, which is usually £2,500, contributing to your tuition fee of the first year, and that's purely based on the academic excellence of your Turkish high school diploma. If you're aiming or applying for our law LLB programs, you are eligible to apply for our LLB scholarships, which is £3,000, contributing to your tuition fees, and that's renewable every year. So there are chances that you can get the same amount of scholarships on each year of your study if you can meet the academic requirement, which is 60% by the end of your study each year. If you're studying like engineering and physical sciences related programs, also they are guaranteed, well, kind of automatic scholarships that you don't need to apply for, but you will be reviewed based on your academic performance, and the scholarship is ranging from 1,500 up to 3,000 for year one, and also continuous award per annum if you can meet the relevant academic requirements. For postgraduate level of study, again, the scholarship offerings are changing every year. But taking to 2021 as the example, we offer PG scholarships at our Birmingham Business School from 2,500, which will also contribute to your tuition fees if you study with us. And if you're studying at our College of Art and the Law, we also offer a range of master's scholarship. Unfortunately, most of these scholarships have kind of expired or not available. The deadline of application has expired this year, but I've just listed them here for your information. If you're considering to apply for the University of Birmingham, please do make sure you check the scholarship website for the most up-to-date information and offerings for your intake. So here's the chart with the details of what we offer if you're studying at our engineering and physical sciences college. So basically, it depends on, again, it's based on your academic performance when you apply for the program. Here I give the A-level requirements, but of course we got the Turkish high school diploma or IB equivalences, so you don't have to have A-level results. So as long as you get, for example, AAA or the equivalent result from your curriculum, either IB or SAT or high school diploma, and if you're applying computer science, then you will receive the 1,500 achievement scholarship for your year one. Or if you achieve even higher, which is equivalent to A-star AA for your first year, the scholarship would be 3,000. And of course, if you keep performing very well at the end of each year and achieving over 70%, then you can continue to be awarded this 1,500 achievement scholarship going forward. So these are the information about the University of Birmingham and also what courses you can study and what scholarships would be available if you study at the University of Birmingham. But of course, when you choose a university, that's not only about the university or the course that you will study, it's also about a place, a country and a city that you will spend the most precious time of your life, either 1 year or 3 years or more. So you're going to have to love the place that you choose. And I would believe Birmingham would be an ideal city for you to spend your beautiful time in. So here on the screen, you can see that's a UK map, and I've labeled where Birmingham is. As you can see from the map, Birmingham is located right at the heart of England, with very easy access to all the main cities in the UK, including London, Manchester, or any other big or small cities and towns in the UK, with a large central train station in the city centre, and also a Birmingham International Airport with direct flights to Turkey. And that international airport is only half an hour away from our campus. So when our students are going back home to visit families, or if your families would like to visit you at Birmingham, that's how convenient it is. It's only 30 minutes away from a direct flight going back home. And Birmingham as a city is the second largest city in the UK. So when we talk about the United Kingdom, we always think of London as the capital, but also the expensive and very crowded city. And Birmingham, only an hour and a half distance from London, is the second largest UK city and a diverse, modern and dynamic city. Something that many people don't really know about the city of Birmingham is, apart from, of course, being the second largest city and the second largest financial centre out of London in the UK, it is also the youngest city in Europe, with about 40% of our population under 25 years old. And part of the reason why the population here in Birmingham is so young is because many of our graduates, we say about 48% of our graduates, when they finish their study with the University of Birmingham, they choose to actually stay in Birmingham, either for further study or they have started their job here, they have started their life and a career here in Birmingham. So it is a city, not only in terms of size, a large city, but also a city full of opportunities and excitement for the young people to settle down here. And as you may expect to have in all the major cities around the world, here at the city, here in Birmingham, we offer the first-class art venues, shopping centres, all the different restaurants of international cuisines, of course, including Turkish food, exciting nightlives, bars, cafes, clubs, theatre venues, music halls, and sporting venues as well, stadiums, museums. So whatever you're interested in, we believe that you will have a place to go and that you will have a way to enjoy your life here in Birmingham. Here is another picture, also taken in the city centre of Birmingham. It looks quite different from the photos that I've just shown, which looks, you know, modern, quite developed, but also in the city centre of Birmingham, we've got those quiet corners with the canal running through the city centre. And actually, here in Birmingham, we've got more miles of canals than that in Venice. So it's not only about it's an industrial city, it's like a modern and a busy city, full of opportunities, yes, but also you've got it's also quite typical UK city. You've got this beautiful and quiet corner in the city centre that you can enjoy a cup of coffee or a lovely walk along the canal. So here is the Grand Central train station right at the heart of the city, and it is eternally connected to the shopping mall called the Bull. So you may have heard that the weather here in the UK is not the best in the world. It's quite rainy, especially in the summer days. But even on a rainy day, if you feel like shopping, don't worry. You can just take the train from the university campus, go to the city centre, and because it's eternally connected, you don't need even step outdoors to enjoy your shopping. And we've got the tram system in the city, which will bring you to explore different corners at the outskirts of the city. Some of the actually world famous brands that you may not realize, they were actually originated here in Birmingham. So one of the examples is the famous Cadbury chocolate, which actually was a brand started back in 1879 here in Birmingham. And the very first mini car was produced back in 1959 in Birmingham as well. If you're a crazy football fan, well, it's the Euro 2020 now, so I bet many of you are the football fans. If you're a crazy football fan, I believe that would be the precious opportunity to really watch a Premier League match while you're in the UK. And here in Birmingham, we've got, of course, Aston Villa, which is part of the Premier League. And also we've got the Wolves, also based in Birmingham, part of the Premier League. And to be honest, it's easier to get their tickets of their matches. So that's something as the additional benefits of studying and living in the city of Birmingham. So enough talk about the city and what you may expect as the city experience. How about the campus? I've showed you several photos of what our campus look like, and here's another one. So if I can only see one sentence to summarize, we offer a safe, friendly, and it's also an award-winning campus. It is not in the city centre, as you can see from the screen. It's not at the city, in the very centre of the city. It is actually on the edge of the city. So it's close enough to the vibrant, busy city life, but also as a student, you may still want to spend more time on campus, which is safe, quiet, more academic, spending more time with your friends, with your supervisor, your tutors, here on campus. So you have a kind of balanced experience. You got the city there, very, very close by, and also spend your daily life in this safe and beautiful and quiet campus. So as mentioned, it's very close to the city centre, and actually on campus of the University of Birmingham, we got our very own train station, which is also the one and only among all UK universities. It's not even called the University of Birmingham train station, it's just called the University Station. It's called a train station, but to be honest, it's more like a metro or underground, because it's so convenient and you got so frequent trains to bring you from the campus to the city centre, to the international airport in Birmingham, and also, of course, connects you to all the different parts in the UK for you to explore the country. So it only takes 7 minutes from the campus to the city centre if you jump on the train after class, and only half an hour from the campus to the international airport, again, with the direct flight to Turkey. And on campus, we got everything on one side. So we've got banks, we've got 3 banks branches actually, and shops, cafes, restaurants, canteens, and also our GP, we see the medical centre, bars, and even hair salon and the bookstores. Everything you may need in your daily life, they are already available on campus for you. So you don't have to travel far. You don't have to go to city every time when you want to buy a sandwich. Everything is here on campus for you. And of course, apart from the libraries, the learning resources, sports centres, student unis, these are things you may think every university should have. We also have an art gallery, a geology museum, a concert hall, and beautiful garden here just on campus. So again, it's about study your course, it's about a world-leading excellence of education, but it's also about offering the best campus and a living experience for our students. So here is our new and glamorous library right at the heart of the campus as well. And here I got a bit crowded page with all the different parts of the campus. So on the top left, that's the music hall on campus, just opposite to the clock tower I mentioned. Here is our newest building on campus, the new centre for our School of Engineering, which will open from this September onwards. The one and only train station at the university campus among all UK universities. Our art gallery, which is absolutely for free for our students. The geology museum. Yes, we got a dinosaur skeleton there in the museum as well. The library, as I mentioned, and here is also the inside of the music hall. And at the centre, that's our old university gate. So these are what the campus look like and what kind of experience we would like to offer for our students, and where you would live. So we offer university accommodations on campus, or not technically together with your teaching buildings, because we try to group all the teaching buildings together. And of course, all the accommodations are literally just kind of surrounding the teaching buildings within very, very short distance. So we have 3 major university villages dotted around the campus, and also work with a range of university accommodation providers just nearby the campus. So in total, there are over 7,000 rooms available for our students, and 70% of the rooms are en-suite rooms, and all of the rooms are single rooms, so you don't share rooms with the other students. And all of the accommodations are within 2 kilometers of the campus. And for our first year of students, either at foundation or undergraduate or postgraduate level, as long as you're a new student coming to the University of Birmingham for the first time, we also have the accommodation guarantee schemes for our international students. As long as you apply for our accommodation before the 31st of July, you will be guaranteed with a room allocated for you within the university accommodations or one of our partner accommodations. So that is a guarantee scheme for you. And for all our accommodations, we got securities and support available 24 hours, 7 days a week. So here's the map, which will show you where our accommodations are located. As I mentioned, at the center of the campus, these are only the libraries and the teaching buildings, but all these accommodation villages and accommodation providers are just surrounding the campus with about 10-15 walking distance from the accommodation to the to your teaching buildings, so very close by. In terms of the accommodation fees, so of course we do have students who actually choose to rent a private accommodation and perhaps share a house with your friends. That is absolutely okay. But for the students who come to Birmingham for the first time, or our first year students, we would recommend you to stay within one of the university accommodations, just so that you will have a smoother transition to your UK experience. So here, of course, we offer different room times with different prices or costs. So for a room with a shared bathroom and a shared kitchen, the cost per week will range from about £90 up to £132 per week. And if you are staying at one of the en-suite room with your own bathroom but a shared kitchen, they range, the weekly cost would be about 160 to about 170-ish. It depends, of course, which accommodation hall you will stay with and the size of the room and everything. And of course, for many of our postgraduate students who may choose to stay in a studio room with your own bathroom and your own small kitchen facilities within the room, the weekly cost would be about 220 up to 280-ish per week. So that's the rough estimate accommodation fees for this 2021 and 2022. And again, if you're interested in applying for the University of Birmingham, but for the future intakes, please do go back and check our website for the most up-to-date information. Here are some pictures of what our accommodation look like. And on the top left is one of the 3 university villages that we offer on campus. And this one is called the Ville Village, and is I would say the most popular ones when students apply for accommodation, because it is really literally just facing the lake. That you will have the absolutely gorgeous lake view in your room, and also can enjoy lovely walk just alongside the lake after your classes. So that's one of the most popular accommodation choices for our students. And of course, we would like to encourage you to keep fit and keep exercise during your time at the university. You may have already just had a glance at this picture with our football pitches and all these playgrounds. And also we have a new sports center only opened back in 2017 with this Olympic standard swimming pool, 15 meters length, and all these different multifunctional gyms and free classes if you're a gym member. And the new sports center can cater for over 40 different types of sports. And either you're a professional or half professional athlete, or you just like to keep fit on a daily basis, our sports center is a place for you. And also, of course, another key thing that you'd like to consider when choosing university is, can I get a job easily or fairly easily after graduation? So, as I just mentioned, in the most recent released Graduate Market High Flyers report in 2021, our graduates have been ranked the top or the #1 most targeted by the graduate employers in the UK, and also ranked the 5th in the UK for graduate prospects. And that part of the reason is, of course, the excellent level of education that students have received during your study at the University of Birmingham. And also, we offer dedicated and very strong career support at the University of Birmingham to guide you through the process. So during your study, if you'd like to, of course, start planning for your future and start preparing for your employability after your graduation, we have dedicated teams, not only just one team for the whole university. We have 5 dedicated college teams based in each college, and each team is made up of careers consultants, advisors, and internship officers to give you to provide the enhanced support from all different aspects. So you can always book a slot with your career advisors to talk about your career plan, or let them have a look at your CV, or have a mock interview with them. So any preparation or any questions you may have about getting a job or getting an internship, you can always turn to your career team at your college for the professional help. And also for our undergraduate students specifically, when you get into the university, you can aim to achieve something called the Personal Skills Award, which means we will offer a range of different either workshops or voluntary opportunities, or online courses, or some skills sessions, or even some taught modules, all different, or a range of different options related with enhancing or improving your personal skills and improve your employabilities. And you get boxes taken if you've completed certain sessions or have done certain voluntary jobs and so forth. So if you've ticked all the boxes, you will get a Personal Skills Award, which you can proudly put on your CV when you apply for jobs. If you are an entrepreneur, or you're driven to start your own business after graduation, we also have a dedicated enterprising team called Be Enterprising to support our students to develop your own ideas, to develop your own business plans, and support you to start up your own business either during your study or after your graduation. And all these support, together with the excellent education we offer at the University of Birmingham, guarantees our students to secure their job opportunities in those leading companies and employers in the industry or in the sector. Here are just a few examples of the top employers with our Birmingham alumni working at. And of course, studying at the university is also the precious time for you to make friends of like minds. We have our students' union called the Guild of Students, which consists of over 250 societies. So whatever your interest is, either music, drama, or computer science, international relations, you will have the chance to join the club or join the student societies and meet friends with similar or like minds. That's all from me today. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for joining today. And I do hope you find the information helpful. And I do hope you now have learned a lot about the University of Birmingham. If you still have any questions or you'd like to know more information about studying or living or anything about the University of Birmingham, please do not hesitate to contact me directly. And you can always follow the university on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. That's all from me. And I will also have a quick look at whether we've got any questions today. I can see there are a few questions that I'm having a look now. Right, I can see the questions now, and I will answer them following the order of the question. So the first question from Zainab: what are the necessary rules for the University of Birmingham graduates? Which ones is valid in IELTS or TOEFL exams? Are you referring to the IELTS and TOEFL requirements when you apply for the university? I'd assume that's what you'd like to ask. So as I mentioned in the presentation, we do accept IELTS and TOEFL and the Pearson exams as valid or acceptable English qualifications when you apply for the University of Birmingham. And you can find the relevant entry requirements on the course page that you are interested in applying for. As mentioned, for most of the engineering related programs, we ask for like IELTS 6.0 or the equivalent scores in TOEFL and Pearson exams. And for social sciences, usually we ask for 6.5. And for law or medicine, we usually ask for IELTS 7. So that's our entry requirements in terms of English. I hope that answers your question. If you need any further information, please do post it again. Is it possible to apply for masters before graduation? Absolutely, yes. So please don't wait until you get your degree, you get everything ready before you submit the application. You don't have to. So for UK universities, either at undergraduate level or postgraduate level, you can always just start planning and put forward your application, submit your application with whatever documents you have available for now. So for postgraduate application, if you now only have your, of course, your current transcript, and please make sure you get the officially translated copy of your transcript. If you're, for example, studying at your final year, but of course haven't completed your degree, please submit your current transcript of all the studies and the years of studies that you have already completed. Submit the current transcript, and our admission team and also the course tutors will have a look at your current scores, and you will be you will be made a conditional offer if your current performance is satisfying. So on the conditional offer, we will ask you to achieve a certain like final GPA of your degree. Usually, as I mentioned, it's a GPA 3 out of 4 as the equivalent of the UK degree 2-1 for the majority of our programs. So don't wait till your graduation, and don't wait till your like IELTS or TOEFL results ready. You can submit your applications with your current transcript And then whenever you get new documents ready, just then resubmit them. And during this process, we can start working on the reviewing of your application, and you may get the conditional offer. I'm a master's student and the major is engineering. You want to do PhD? Can you give general information about PhD? Yes, we do. We do offer a room not to call engineering at the University of Birmingham, actually within our College of Engineering and Physical Sciences, and we offer the PhD level of study. So to start, if you'd like to apply for a PhD level of study, we always suggest you to go on the university official website. We have a database of all the supervisors who are eligible to recruit a PhD student or a researcher student for their subject or for his or her research project. So we would suggest you to go on the university website, check the academics database, and then you can search the keyword based on your interested subject, or very specifically your research proposal or your research topic. You can search the research topic as the keyword, and then we will filter down all the academics or supervisors who have done relevant research in the field that you're interested in. Then you can go into the page of each academic supervisor and check their publications, check what research projects that they are working on, whether that's closely relevant to what you're interested in doing. And if so, once you have identified one or perhaps more potential supervisors, you can then drop them an email ideally with your research proposal, if you have already got a research proposal. If not, please do also, elaborate on what you're interested in studying, what your research interested in your email. And so the supervisor may then have a chat with you or reply to your email to tell you whether he or she is interested in or welcoming your application, or they might not be the best person for your research interest. So that would always be the first step, to identify some potential supervisor, get in touch with them with your research proposal, and if they kind of confirm their interest in recruiting you and welcome your application, you can then go ahead to make the official application via the university application system. Can international students study part-time? The answer is actually no. It depends whether we do offer some courses as distance learning courses, which means you don't have to come to the UK, you won't get a UK visa, and the course will usually take a bit longer than, for example, for a 1-year full-time course at postgraduate level. The distance learning or part-time course may take 2 years. And in that case, you can, but you won't get a UK visa. If you're planning to come on campus, come to the UK, have the full on-campus experience, have a UK visa, in that case, you have to study at a full-time program at the university. Otherwise, the university is not eligible to sponsor the student visa. I want to know about the marketing PhD admission and fees. So for PhD applications and admissions, the general tips or the general guidance are the ones that I just mentioned. You can go on the website and check any potential supervisors and get in touch with them directly before you make the official applications. And in terms of requirements, usually, of course, we'd like you to have already completed your master's or PhD or postgraduate level of study, either in your home country or in the UK or in different countries, and have achieved ideally a merit level of your postgraduate degree. In terms of fees, it will be the similar fees with the the bands that I just demonstrated. It depends on what programs that you're applying for. It's about 20 to 25,000 pounds per year ish, and of course we also offer scholarships or fundings for some of the PhD programs that you can also find the relevant information on the website. I can see that there are several questions about whether we offer specific programs and what would be the requirements or the tuition fees of the program. Please do feel free to contact me directly via email, or you can check all the information on the university website. In terms of political science education, the answer is yes, we do. We do offer political science education, political science courses, either in international relations or just political science or political economy, all different streams of the political science within our College of Social Sciences. And in terms of financial aid or scholarship, that was on the scholarship page. What I'll do is I'll post the links later in the chat box, including my email address and also our international scholarship page, that you can go on and check whether you're eligible for any of these scholarships. Okay. Mechanical engineering, yes. Mechanical engineering is actually one of our main, one of the most popular streams of engineering within our School of Engineering, including, of course, EEE, electrical and electric, mechanical. We also have a dedicated train engineering center and aerospace, and all these different streams of engineering available at our School of Engineering. For PhD program, can I apply for this? Right, so if you're applying for a PhD level of study, actually your GPA at your master level and also your research proposal would be the key things the supervisor may look for. Ideally, of course, your GPA at your bachelor level is also over 3 out of 4, but if, of course, you have performed really well during your master's program and your research proposal is really, really interesting and the supervisor is happy to have you in their program, then it's not something that we will reject you on. We won't reject you purely because your bachelor GPA is slightly lower than 3, but it will be, again, the supervisor's decision. So in terms of GPA requirements for students studying in French high schools, so basically it depends on what curriculum that you're working on. We have, of course, accepted students who were studying in French high schools, but provided a high school diploma as the academic documents. It's the same GPA requirements or the average score requirements that we ask for at your grade 12. So again, we don't look at your CGPA, we only look at your grade 12 results, and you can find that mapping table on our website. Like, sorry, if the program requires A-level AAB, and that is 85 out of 100 at your grade 12, like that. So it doesn't matter whether it's a French high school or it's a local high school that you're studying at, as long as your high school is on our recognized list. If you're not sure whether your school is on our list or not, you can feel free to email me directly. In terms of AP and SAT requirements, we are revising our requirements for students with the AP or SAT or in general the the American system, only because we all know that the SAT subject tests have been discontinued, and there are more universities which are not really only considering the SAT subject tests and whatsoever. So we are reviewing our American or AP SAT requirements. So please, if you're applying or interested in applying for the university in 2022 or future intakes, please make sure you go on the course page that you're interested in applying and check the most up-to-date requirements. So usually for AP, we'd ask for 3 subjects as the equivalent to the A levels, and it depends on whether what A-level requirements we ask for the program. The AP results may range from we say 445 or 555. That would be the AP relevant requirements. If my undergrad degree is 100% English, can I be exempt from the language exam? The answer is yes and no. If you study in Turkey or we see outside of the UK or outside of those English as the mainstream language countries, and even if your degree was taught 100% in English, I'm afraid we won't be able to waive your English condition when you apply for the postgraduate study. However, if you did study in the UK or the US or one of those English-speaking countries and achieve your degree within 2 years of study, then we can consider you and waive the English condition for your postgraduate level of study. So it depends on your study location as well. I'm already a master's student at law in Turkey. Can I apply for LLM? Well, usually, of course, the applicants for LLM programs are the students who are studying at undergraduate level and achieving the undergraduate degree. But of course, if you would like to do another master as of LLM, even after you have already achieved a master's degree in law in Turkey, I don't see why not. But ideally, the tutor would like to see your motivation and justification in your personal statement of why you'd like to do another master's degree in law. So you may want to elaborate on your motivation in the personal statement. Do we have scholarship for master? The answer is yes, but it's not for every program. It's offered by the school, and taking the 2021 entry as an example, we have scholarship available for master students at our business school and at our College of Art and Law. But again, the scholarship offerings are reviewed every year. So but the answer is yes, but not for all subjects and not for all schools. You may want to check the website of the school or the program that you're applying for and see whether there's any scholarship opportunities available. In terms of, I think given the time, because I'm conscious that I've been, I've overrun my time slot. I can see there are a few further questions, but very specific questions in terms of the courses that you are specifically interested in. What I'll do is, instead of course taking the time here to answer them live, I will post my email address here in the chat box. So if you have further questions in terms of any specific subject or any specific program that you are interested in applying for, please do not hesitate to contact me or email me directly. And I will also post our Turkey page here. We do have a dedicated Turkey country page. that you can find the full details of our entry requirements for students studying at different levels of study, either high school or undergraduate or masters in Turkey. And if you're applying for the University of Birmingham, what are our entry requirements? So I hope you find the session helpful, and I'm really, really glad to see how many of you are interested and how many of you are raising questions. So thank you very much again for your time. For any further questions, any information required, please, again, do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much for your great presentation, Wen. We believe it was a really comprehensive and informative webinar for the attendees. And we had a lot of questions. You covered them all. Thank you for your answers too. And I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. University of Birmingham ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için Wen'in paylaşmış olduğu mail adresinden iletişime geçebilirsiniz. Aynı zamanda linkleri incelemenizde faydalı olacaktır. Yarınki webinarlarımızda görüşmek üzere. Thank you very much again, Wen. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.